All right, so I'm showing you this bumper because I met in an accident recently, and this bumper looks nothing like what it looked like before. And I'm gonna share the story with you, so stay tuned. Hi everyone. So you just saw a bumper that I had to fix, and I'm going to tell you the story of what happened. But first, let me make a call. I'm going to make a call live with you right now so you can be a part of this conversation. Let me put the phone on speaker. So the person I'm calling is the person who went into my bumper.
Hello?
Hi, good morning. Mr. Finley,
Yes?
how are you doing?
Yeah, good morning.
You know who this is?
What you said?
You know who this is?
Wait a moment. What you said?
You know who this is?
No, I don't know what it is.
This is Avagay.
Eh?
This is Ava.
Yeah, the car lady?
Right, the car lady, right. I have something to tell you.
What you said?
I have something to tell you.
Yes?
Right. So you remember when I told you that I met in an accident some years ago? I ran into the back of this lady's car, and I pleaded with her and I said to her, let me fix it for you, and she agreed to it, and then she changed her mind after and went through insurance and did a bag of things. And of course, it never did need that because it was just the paint that was cracked on the bumper. Nothing, there was no dent or anything. So I told her to let me do it, and she did not she didn't go ahead with the agreement that we had. And I was so upset about it because I said this woman agreed for me to fix the car and I don't see anything wrong with it. And she told me how she needed a new bumper or wallop or something. And I was like, you know what, this is just crazy. Anyway, she did what she did. And this came back to me when you went into my bumper. This is what I don't know what the Lord wants to do in your life, but this is what he said. He said, I should treat you like how I wanted to be treated when I went into her bumper and she was just so unreasonable with me. Can you imagine? So which means that he's saying he will take care of the bumper. He will take care of it and I don't need to pursue it. And one of the reasons he's doing this as well, because he told me he's going to give me favor on the road. And that's the life of a Christian. You know, I don't know what stigma is attached to Christians or church people in your mind. Yeah?
Your phone, either my phone or your phone, they say you say something, but just hear peace speak or each word.
I mean, I want that to know because I want to hear everything what me I say.
Yeah, I hear everything I say, but it's a break up. That's what I say to you, though. I don't really make sense now, listen, and you think me at you when I'm not here.
Let me take it off of the extra volume and see what happened. So what I'm gonna do, what I'm saying, are you hearing me clearly now?
Yeah, I hear you now.
All right. So what I'm doing and what I'm instructed to do, and I think the Lord, he's doing this because he wants to change whatever perspective you have in your mind about Christians, about church people, and about certain, I don't know what it is, but then he wants to change that. Have you ever gone to church? Are you one who attend church at all?
Sometime now and then.
Sometimes now and then. So I don't know what the Lord is doing with you, Mr. Finley, but he is doing it for the sake of your soul salvation. So he told me to forget about the whole thing. He will take care of the bumper, and I should communicate with you because it's about your soul right now. So it was more of a divine connection than it was about the car.
Okay.
So I had to tell you that, and I had to deliver this message because there's something called forgiveness that a lot of persons don't know how to exercise or don't know or have not been practicing. And I want to start that with you. So, and I want you also to learn to forgive others. I don't know who in your life that you need to forgive. Here's an opportunity. Forgive that person. You hear me? You hear me? So, therefore, you don't have to worry about the bumper. I want you to be careful on the road. I want you to be very focused and allow the Lord to do what he's doing in your life. All right? So I'll communicate with you after this.
Okay.
All right?
All right. Take care.
All right. Bless you, sir. All right. So I did that live call. It's the third time I'm talking to him. The last time I spoke to him, it was about you know, what the cost will be for repairing the bumper. And let me tell you, the man beg and plead, like literally beg and plead, say, you know, he doesn't have any money and I should just, you know, let him fix it. He has someone who can fix it and I should just, you know, allow him to do it. And I so remember when I met in accident some years ago, I was at a toll booth when it happened. And I touched her bumper, this woman's car. And let me tell you something. It was a way bigger situation than it was supposed to be. She turned it into a whole different big deal. And when that happened to me, I think it was last week. Yeah, last week. Or the week before. The Lord said to me, I don't know what he's doing in Findley's life, but I just feel like there's a divine connection in terms of when it comes to this man's soul and how he views Christians, some forgiveness issues, and also some church issues. And the Lord wants to solidify something in his mind about his people. And I think that's why he's doing this. And I had to do it live for him to understand that this is all the Lord's doings. And I pray that as he goes forward, that he too will forgive persons. You know, this man literally begged with all his life because I saw the accident. I knew it was going to happen. I was on my way to work and I saw him as if he lost control of the vehicle behind me. I was looking in the rear view and I saw it. But I thought that he would have navigated his way through it. And then I realized but there was a car behind me. So I thought, okay, nothing gonna happen to me. Him the far from me. But he swerved from the car and came into my bumper because my tail was to the right of the car behind me, so it was kind of exposed. So he came into my bumper instead. I was shaken up, I was frightened, but then I was at peace when I came out and I saw the damage and we were talking and stuff like that. And I knew that the Lord was up to something because I was so much at peace. Let me tell you something. It says, a child of God, some sacrifices where you have to make, some things where you have to hold on. It's not about self. It's not about your desires. I decided not to idolize no car and to get involved in no holding on to any asset whereby the Lord wants to do something and I stand in the way of his glory. So I did this phone call live because he wasn't expecting this. He thought I would call him about the cost to fix the bumper and everything else that I was determined that I was going to do. So I'm really happy that, he's seeing things differently, whatever it is the Lord wants to do. So forgiveness is possible. I understand that you were hurt, something was damaged in your life. Forgiveness is possible. Forgiveness is possible. And it never take a whole weight on me or pressure on me to forgive him. I think the very moment it happened, I was ready, and that's how you ought to be as believers, those who are saying Christ. You have to be quick to forgive. You have to be quick to forgive. No, many persons would say, no, that you're foolish because somebody going at your bumper and you talk about say, yeah, fix it yourself. Yep. If it was up to Ava alone, he would have to fix it. But because, when the Lord is doing what he's doing, you better come out of the way and let him get him glory. You understand? So he knows it's soul over anything else. And the Lord is about the soul of an individual. So you don't know a little later on from this, my little forgiveness. You don't know what my little forgiveness can do to this man. You understand? This man, he just confessed it. Him hardly go church. Him don't know, But watch what God is going to do. And I'm on the case. So, the bumper was fixed free of cost, of course. That's what happens when the Lord takes care of your stuff free of cost. And I'm happy for that. And I'm happy at the end of the day, a soul, I'm declaring it was one for the kingdom of God. And that this man will see things differently, see things differently. Whatever it is the Lord wants to do in his life, I'm happy that I was able to carry it out for the glory of God. Yeah, so be inspired today. I trust that this was an inspiration for you out there, especially those who are struggling with forgiving quickly and really allowing the Lord to use you for his glory. I know sometimes what it is required can take a lot from you, but guess what? The glory belongs to God. Bless you. Have a good one.